What's up, Blade fam? So today we're here at Memorial Skate Park in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and finally, after snowstorms, flu season, snow, more flu and rain, we've got a beautiful spring day. So what are we gonna do today? Today I'm gonna do my full review. It was supposed to be done like 60 days ago, but in rollerblade time, I'm doing my full review on the 50/50 balance frames. I've skated these freestyle, anti-rocker, and today I'll be going flat. Stay tuned. After this skate session, I'll be doing the full review covering which is my favorite way of skating the 50/50 frames, my thoughts on them. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so what are my thoughts on the 50/50 frame? I've skated these frames freestyle, anti-rocker. I use the slicks from the United Kingdom. Those are really nice anti-rockers. He makes them handmade and handcrafted, you know, so if you haven't checked out slicks, check that guy out. And now I'm riding them flat. I think that the 50/50 frame is best utilized flat. Why? It's got this small groove in there, and it makes sense with a flat setup. Having that small of a groove with an anti-rocker setup isn't really my type of thing. I've grooved these, and after this video I will be dremeling out this centerpiece and shaping it to make it look or appear more like the Kaiser Fluid 4 frame. I really enjoy having a big arch in my boot tricks, so that way when I go for something like a 270 back royale, as I'm coming around on the fast slide foot, I like to know I have the space and the groove to lock into. I noticed while skating the 50/50 frames, I struggled with some of my boot tricks that I've had on lock for years. As far as freestyle goes, I'm not much of a freestyle skater personally. If you are just starting to aggressive inline or getting back to blading, the juice blocks are definitely something I would suggest. You know, it gives you the freedom, or the freestyle freedom, to not have to worry about wheel bite. It allows you to get into tricks, you know, and focus more on just getting into the trick and not having so much fear. But this would be level 1. After you've progressed out of that, I would say getting into anti-rocker is a great step forward. And then I guess if you continued on, flat would be the ultimate finisher in the 50/50 frame. Again, so I suggest riding flat would probably be the most ideal. Frame sizing matters too. Something me and Law have been going back and forth on is which frame works best for the individual. I wear a size 8 skate, so using a medium 50/50 frame logically would make sense. But I actually prefer the larger frame. The Kaiser Fluid frames are long as well. And that might be something to do with it. You know, I like having a longer frame base. It feels like I have a longer stride in my skating. But that pretty much sums it up. You know, these are really quality frames. I've jumped some gaps, I've hit some rails and ledges, and they've definitely held up. I've skated them for about 60 to 90 days. Some subbing in and out with my Kaisers. But yeah. Thanks again, Lawrence, for all the support and sending these out to me to try. I strongly recommend trying them out, especially if you have like a Volo or the classic style skate. I feel like those grooves line up perfectly with the 50/50 frame. But if you're skating something more like a carbon or a carbon free, a Seba, I don't know if that's gonna work as well as some of the other frames that are available on the market. one of the other things with flat setups is you got to be really into your grooves on your boots if you don't want wheel bite. That's the tip right there. You don't want wheel bite, put your soles down, not your frames. Alright guys, so that sums up my review on the 50/50 balance frame. Thanks again for all the support and love. Till next time, keep the blade alive. Aloha.